It's a busy day around the NFL as several teams and veterans are reporting to training camp. Trey Hendrickson, remember that momentum toward a contract yesterday? Yeah, that has stalled out. We'll tell you what's going on there coming up in a moment. Jerry Jones, for some reason, starting beef with Micah Parsons, or as he pronounces it, Michael Parson. We'll get to that as well. And then Terry McLaurin, could he request a trade? Is he that desperate for a new extension? Lots to go through when it comes to these potential holdouts across the NFL. But it is officially a holdout in Cincinnati for Trey Hendrickson, as he did not report today. We all woke up this morning and all the top insiders reported that contract discussions have stalled out. He confirmed that by taking to his Instagram. He has left the state. He is down in Florida hanging out, probably going to sip some macchiatos and play some golf. So Trey Hendrickson is not in the Midwest. This holdout is official. Now, why is he holding out? Well, Jordan Schultz reports that while there were attempts over the past few days to re-engage on a new deal, talks failed to gain serious momentum. Both sides are dug in and frustrated. He says, I'm told there are key differences between the two sides, and there's currently no clear path to a resolution. So what are those key differences? Well, Adam Schefter adds that this is an issue revolving around guaranteed money. The Bengals have been willing to offer only 1 year of it, while other top pass rushers, Max Crosby, Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, have gotten 3. Trey Hendrickson is not showing up with the Danielle Hunter 1 year, $30-something million extension with that guaranteed. He wants multiple years of guaranteed money. He has made that stance clear, and he's going to hold to it. And he proved that today. He's backed up his talk by not only not reporting, he left the state. So I don't think he's showing up anytime soon unless the Bengals' offers start to change. And I don't blame him, because I would take probably all 3 of these guys over Trey Hendrickson, certainly Myles Garrett and TJ Watt. Max Crosby you could debate, but I think when he's fully healthy, he's probably a little bit more of a complete player as well. But what stands out here, they all got 3 or 4 year deals and $90+ million guaranteed and up to $123.5 for Myles Garrett. So even if you're in a world where, okay, yeah, these 3 guys are better, but he's pretty close to Max Crosby, you're going to offer 1 year guaranteed, so what, 35, $40 million? To me, anything less than saying, hey, we're going to give you 75 or more million guaranteed, it's just insulting. It's an embarrassing offer from the Cincinnati Bengals. I've said this, 3 years, $100 million, offer 85 guaranteed. That's a fair offer. I think that's a good, fair offer for both sides. He's not a dominant run stopper, but he's been one of the best pass rushers in the league for 4 or 5 years now. He led the NFL in sacks last year. He's led the NFL when you combine the last 2 years in sacks with 35. And let's face it, that Bengals defense already has issues. Without him, you got major problems. And oh, by the way, the guy you drafted to kind of hedge for him and add to him on this defense, he is also absent. Shamar Stewart, he's only one of 2 rookies to yet to sign his rookie contract. You know who the other one is? Quinshon Judkins, who just got accused of domestic violence. That's not the company you want to be in if you're the Bengals, to not get this guy signed and under contract as well. I said it yesterday. It's kind of hard to take the Bengals side in these situations because they're historically cheap. That they've proven it time and time again. And everybody just gave them so much credit for getting Jamar Chase and T. Higgins done. It's like, really? Jamar Chase, you had no choice because he's Joe Burrow's best friend. He's the best receiver in the league. And then T. Higgins and Jamar this offseason went to ownership and was like, we're a package deal. We're either both here or we're not. So they had no choice on that one. This one they do, and they're kind of showing their ass. We'll give you a 1 year guaranteed deal, Trey Hendrickson. No, man, he's not going to take that, and he shouldn't take that, and he's being advised not to take that. So you add all this up, and I keep seeing people predict the Bengals win the AFC North. I'm supposed to buy into this team as a serious contender? I just, their defense is terrible. Their best players nowhere to be found on that side of the ball, and that was true last year, and they won 9 games. So I think there's a lot of problems in Cincinnati right now, and while it seemed like maybe this was trending in the right direction, I now am back in the camp of I have no idea when this is going to get resolved because, like Schultz said, both sides are dug in. Okay, where does Trey Hendrickson play this year? If you think it's the Bengals, type B. Think it's someone else, just type O, or if you want to shout out a team in the comments, you can do that as well. I mean, I guess I would still lean Cincinnati, but it's not going to be under his current deal. They're going to have to offer more guaranteed money for him to show up. I think that's pretty clear. Okay, from one dramatic situation to another, Jerry Jones. He always finds a way, doesn't he? Despite Micah Parsons showing up and willing to participate in training camp, entering his 5th-year option, so his 2nd year of being extension eligible, and he's like a no-brainer guy you extend, Jerry Jones is still starting beef through the media with Micah Parsons. I just do not understand it whatsoever. We will dive into that story coming up in just a second. But this is why you subscribe. NFL content is heating up. Training camps are here. Holdouts are underway. Contract negotiations, trade buzz. We're covering it all here on this show. Daily NFL and college football videos. We'll probably ramp up some college football content in the next week or two leading up to the regular season, so be on the lookout for that. But let's get to 11,000 subs ASAP. We are almost there. Okay, here's Jerry on Micah. He said, just because we signed him doesn't mean we're going to have him. He was hurt 6 games last year. Seriously. I remember signing a player to the highest paid at the position in the league, and he was knocked out for 2/3 of the year, Dak Prescott. So nice little side bullet there, stray at Dak. So there's a lot of things you can think about, just as the player does when you're thinking about committing and guaranteeing money. It's like, yes, there's always stuff to think about. But number one, Micah didn't miss 6 games. He's missed 4 last year, and he's missed 5 through a 4-year career. For a trenches player, that's it's pretty durable, if you ask me. And B, he's a 25, 26-year-old edge rusher in his prime. That's like a no-doubt guy you pay. There's this category of players where you don't even think about it and you don't even really get caught up in the contract. It's like Jamar Chase and the Bengals. Well, yeah, of course you're going to make him the highest-paid receiver in NFL history. He's the best or second-best receiver in the league. CeeDee Lamb with Dallas last year. Like there's this group of players where it's like, all right, man, what do you want? We'll pretty much just give it to you. I would put Micah in that category. This is not a guy you mess around with, especially when he's acting in good faith and showing up to training camp. And then Jerry, in classic fashion, just gets weird. He goes, the other thing I would say is that contracts are 4 or 5 years, okay? There's a lot of water under the bridge if you step out there and do something in the first 2 or 3. You can get hit by a car. Seriously? Have you ever heard of any clubs committing to players that it not panning out? We have. You can get hit by a car? That's what you're pointing to? First of all these contracts have insurance on them. So, like, if the insane scenario happens, you're covered. Like that's just how it works. And second of all, which Jerry knows that, by the way, that's like your pitch. Like, well, what if he gets run over? What if he jumps out into traffic? What if what if what if the United States gets nuked tomorrow, Jerry? Like, how far are we willing to go with crazy, outlandish scenarios that no one ever brings up in any kind of good faith discussion? If I was Micah and I saw all this, I would probably have left camp. I'm not even joking. It's like, for the 2nd year in a row, I'm extension eligible. I'm still showing up without a new deal. I'm literally under the 5th-year option. I'm a top 4 edge rusher in this league, and you're bullshitting with me in the media? Yeah, I'm going to Cabo Zeke style from several years ago. I mean, seriously, this guy is a dominant pass rusher. Dominant pass rusher. And he's still ascending. He's still entering his prime, you could argue. So I think it's crazy, and I do think Mike is getting a little fed up. He retweeted this from J.J. Watt yesterday when Watt said, anytime you can publicly dig at your star quarterback and star pass rusher simultaneously right before the season begins, you just got to take it. Nothing makes guys want to fight for you more than hearing how upset you are they got hurt while fighting for you. I just, Jerry's kind of one of those people that he just kind of gets away with whatever because he's 80 and everybody's like, oh, it's just silly Jerry. He's senile, That doesn't mean anything, but come on, man. This is just one of those situations where just get the guy paid. You've already cost yourself millions by waiting this long, but I guess he could get hit by a car, so let's give it a little bit more time. Who gets paid first? Type MP for Micah Parsons, TH for Trey Hendrickson. I still think in the end, actually, I'd be more confident in Dallas and Micah only because Jerry kind of does this, and they'll end up paying him like a week before the season starts. But go either way. Be interesting. By the way, Micah, despite all of that yesterday, still on the practice field today. Okay, Terry McLaurin as the Commanders get going for camp. I actually was waiting to see. I don't know if he showed up or not, but Regardless, he is frustrated. That has been reported. That has been documented. It was reported in the last 24 hours that he will explore every option, a holdout, a hold in, even as far as requesting a trade to get a new long-term deal. Adam Peters today, the Commanders GM, said, quote, everybody in the building values Terry very much. We knew that coming in, and we knew that even more after spending a year with him. We're dealing with a really good player and a really good person. We'll do whatever we can to get a deal done. And I've said this for weeks. McLaurin has the leverage. Why? Because the Commanders have momentum for the first time in a long time as a franchise. They have a GM in place, head coach in place, quarterback in place in Jaden Daniels. They've built a strong rapport both on and on the field, off the field. And what are you going to do? Roll out Deebo Samuel and Noah Brown? I don't think so. Like, you need Terry McLaurin out there to play ball. So they're going to have to get this done. I'm pretty confident in this one. Like, I'm more confident in this one than the other ones because it's just obvious. They need him. He wants to be there. Just get a deal done. Like, he stuck it out during the garbage days, the end of the Dan Snyder era, and this transition period to the Josh Harris ownership, and now they're finally good. So give him 3-4 years, $30 million, $32 million per year, and let's call it a day. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of For Verts. A couple other storylines just to monitor, by the way. James Cook, TBD if he's going to hold in, hold out, according to reports in Buffalo. Kyron Williams not going to hold out. He's going to participate in practices for the Rams. A couple of running backs looking for a new deal. So we'll continue to monitor those situations. My name is Harrison Graham. Subscribe for more NFL content, and we'll see you soon.